Battle of the dipshits, battle of the buffoons. I love the term intellectual juggernaut. It's just so good. I'm sure these geniuses over here.
Yep.
Bro, listen.
What are these, Trey? What are these?
Hey, this
is a 1 minute clip. That is a crazy thing to start with. That's a crazy thing to start with. Strong start. Yeah. Hold up. xQc debates transgenderism with Adin Ross, Trainwrecks, and DJ Akademiks. Let's go.
Seems like your voice is back, so I can finally.
Oh my God. I thought that was someone in my chat. I was like, who?
You know, I'm hitting the rep with, but I think they have a huge deal with YouTube where they're like, fuck transformative, like fair use shit. You're just like, no one streams this. Like,
I'm like skipping through the timestamps to try and find something that makes any sense at all, and none of it makes any sense at all.
Does it, right? So if
wait,
it looks like a tongue, right? Well, for people,
whatever feeling that your thong would express, why don't you express it there? You want to wear a thong because you want to feel something beneath you.
Okay, like
you have a permanent wedgie, bro.
I got you on this one. That one you're wrong about. Okay,
it's like you're not trying to have your boner show in class, so you almost trying to. If you're a guy, you're trying to maneuver a little bit away.
Tuck it up your fucking belt, bro.
No, I don't know about it.
No, he's right. You tuck it on the waistline, on the waistband.
Yeah. Okay. You tuck it like this.
We know the equipment we got. As men, we know the equipment we got. So we have to kind of move around accordingly. If you got on a onesie, I love girls in bodysuits. Oh my God, so great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful even when they take it off. But here's the thing. They gotta go, and when they're unbuttoning that junk, that's why we think what Playboy Cardi has on is like, if he was a woman, like I be wondering if some of these rappers are trans. Like, you don't have a balls? Like, no, like.
Yeah. But what if they like the feeling of the balls getting handled by the fabric?
Yo, xQc, stop trolling me. I'm gonna see you at Red Rock, and I'm not gonna be that happy with you. Stop playing with me. Talking about handled by the fabric. What are you talking about?
Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. Then you're against briefs. I'm against briefs. I'm a big anti-briefs guy. You know what briefs are?
I agree.
Briefs suck on your balls. Like,
they do.
Disgusting.
They do act. That's true.
Adin, could I send you the link of what he was wearing?
Yeah, send me the link. Let me see. I'll pull it up right now. Let me see.
Anyone's brief sucking on their balls? Like, what? Okay, maybe here?
Saying Lucifer. And he's played up on those devilish thoughts as well. And I do think that's a problem too. This isn't stemming from a place of homophobia.
No, exactly. So I'm trying to profile. I'm trying to.
No, I'm not accusing of you saying that, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm against that too.
Okay, can I say one thing, please?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Ross.
xQc has, and I have. I'm gonna show the picture of me too. Look at my stream real quick, Akademiks. I'm gonna pull up mine too, X. You don't think like I'm just trying to sell you out, X. You know I'm not gonna do that. I did this
yesterday, and I said, man, y'all got some great white privilege because y'all could bend the boundaries of being heterosexual, and like we're having a conversation about the thoughts of having somebody else having sex with like your significant other, and obviously Adam has done that.
Well, we would never do that.
That's out of control. That's out of control.
That's not a white person thing, bro.
That's some cucking shit. Like, chill.
Yeah, we don't do that. Sneeko's black, and Sneeko did it.
No.
What is with the male obsession thinking about cocks? Like, what is Okay, I'm getting sources here that the debate starts at 53 minutes.
If you're allowing like an 11-year-old to inject themselves with hormones, you would not allow your 11-year-old kid to get a tattoo. You know, I don't believe in 11-year-olds.
Yeah, a tattoo is not a medically necessary procedure, you fucking idiot.
If you're older, let's just say if you were to be trans, do it when you're over 18. Why you gotta do it 12 years old?
True, Adin, but the statistics behind what you're saying are just not what you think they are. Like the amount that this happens is so fucking little right? It's insignificant. It's like
What do you mean?
you can count them on your hands across the board.
Oh
No, I know.
XQC, I would counter that though by saying, so if it's so insignificant and it's so, why does it seem like there's so much attention and so much like care with that community when it's just like, for example, put it like this, think about anything in the world. If something was like 0.5% or 1% of what was going on, there wouldn't be major statutes and huge amount of donations made, and the world would change just to appease a 1%. It would be like, hey, listen, we're gonna try to do things to help that 1%, but it's still a minority. I guess when it comes to trans individuals, it almost feels like it's the only minority that feels like a majority, and this is where like
I like how the last 30 seconds of him speaking made no sense at all. If you have 0.25% that doesn't care, well, I just feel like trans people feel like a majority. What did anything else have to do with that?
African Americans come in because they're like, shit, yeah, we're a minority, but we never felt like a majority. We never felt like people had to, and I mean, at times it was that, but it was like we had to stop the world. We had to show the whole George Floyd or whatever the case is, like, hey, listen, this is unacceptable. While when it comes to like trans individuals, it's like everyone's
let me tell you why.
Like, I don't care if this is out of pocket, okay? I feel like you can only think that trans people are a majority if you exclusively consume Fox and browse exclusively the trans category in porn. I think that's the only way you can come to this conclusion. I don't know how you could, I like, it is so insane to me to think this. I live in LA. And I have never even, to be fair, I don't go out very often, but I've never even met a person that was trans outside. To be fair, I don't go out that often, so that's partially on me, okay? But like, if you just go outside, you'll see it's not like a wave of trans people coming to get ya. We're gonna come get ya. Like, that's not, like, what is happening? According to porn category, according to porn categories, it's got to be at least 33%. In the last 10 years, I think I've met one trans person in New Jersey. Like, obviously, it's possible that I've met trans people that I didn't know were trans. I'm just talking about, like, trans people who made it known to me that they were trans, and also, like, I mean, even just that one. I've met 3 trans people in my life. I live in the gayest city in the US, Atlanta. Like, all of my trans friends are friends I've made online. There's only ones.
I'm gonna let you go, but again, back on my thing, I just think like if you're a kid, bro, you don't really remember, but as a kid, you have like your brain is like a sponge, right? So like I just think like if you're so much more normal, like
Sorry. New York City, I met 5 trans people. 3 of them were in college music club. Queerness and theater like this, they go way back.
You're learning so much shit, but like Disney, for example, is pushing like men's in skirts to be walking around and shit. Just let the kids be kids. Let them do what they want to do. And if they want to be 18 and do whatever they want to do when they're 18, that's fine. Like if they're like near, but if they're near like 17, they know what they want to do. Cool.
But here's the thing: why is the norm for you that men should be wearing pants? Why is it that men wearing anything other than pants is like, stop, just let the kids be kids? Have you considered the fact that men wearing pants is telling kids what to do? That boys will see men wearing pants and they will wear that? Clothing is not gendered. We've had kilts for how long? How long have men been wearing kilts? How long have men been wearing like dresses or robes? just like fucking Roman Empire type shit. What's that one costume that people love to wear in like frat houses? The toga? The toga is nothing more than a dress. Can we be real for a second? Or even just look at Islam. Muslim men frequently wear, I don't know the exact word for it. It's a dress. I just want you to know that that's what it is. It's a dress. Here it is. There's a name for it, though. I'm blanking on it. This is not, this is, as far as a tunic, as far as I'm concerned, this is a dress. For my purposes, this is a dress. Like, men have been wearing skirts and dresses for a very long time, and that's because clothing is not fucking gendered. We just made it gendered, and we said boys need to wear pants and girls can wear skirts and dresses. And also, I must say, isn't it crazy that we convinced girls to wear dresses and skirts and not boys? For just 1 second. You're gonna make the sex. Sorry, I have to read this message. I'm sorry. I can't resist. I was like, I'm not gonna do it, but I can't resist. And why you, a woman, is making a living by keeping top 2 buttons of your top? What are you talking about? Dude, I could ask you the same question. What are you talking about? Like, genuinely, what is happening in there? What? I don't speak this language, man. I'm sorry. I can't understand whatever that was. Anyways, let's go back. Why say many word when few word do trick? Isn't it crazy that like cis straight people will say men need to wear pants and women need to wear skirts and dresses? When like the male sex organ is the one that you should be more concerned about getting gripped the fuck up. I feel like between dick and balls or pussy, one of these I feel like is more uncomfortable in pants. In my opinion. Listen, I'm going to say this. All of my male friends, every single one of them owns a bunch of robes. I feel like every time I talk to men, they're like, robes are fucking sick. Robes, I love robes. And I feel like if there was going to be a reason, it's because like, it's probably nice to keep that shit aerated. Not have to deal with some sweat, let it swing a little. Like, I just think, I'm just questioning the rules of the universe for a second here. And I'm just saying, if you were going to put one gender in pants and the other gender not in pants, or sex rather, doesn't it make more sense to? Doesn't it? Doesn't it make more sense? Wearing a robe right now? Dude, every guy I know has one of these. Every guy I know has one of these and is like, I fucking love my robe. I fucking love my robe. Probably for a reason. Probably for a reason. We'll keep going.
I think it's like if you're a child, bro, like you shouldn't be like going to the doctors and getting like even like a considerate, like you should be pushed, like, oh, let's make you a
we feel pretty in the robes.
Change genders. I don't know. It's just what I see.
People, the problem is that both sides, right and left, are putting a megaphone on small stuff. And that's what where the real problem is. Okay,
But it's a big problem.
It's okay. It's a problem, and by doing what you're doing, you're making it a worse problem, and you're causing no healing. You're causing more damage. So that the right wing's been doing a lot. They take like out of like hundreds of thousands of trans people, right? One or two in the entire country had taken like HRT or whatever, and they will take that one case, one that was like crazy. And the person was like suffering from like major depression because they weren't getting what they wanted. And they'll take a megaphone, they'll put it on, they'll be like, dude, these people are fucking changing their fucking gender like at like 8 and they're gonna fucking die. It's like, okay,
I'm not saying that,
that's one person. You made it a problem. It wasn't a problem then, you made it a problem.
The other thing I don't understand really is like, I don't know if I would call it anti-free will or like anti-freedom or what. I just don't get the people who feel the need to gender clothes. It's just weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to still be on this. I just like, I think it's bizarre to me. It's just so weird that like, no, these are these people's clothes and these are these ones. You do know that like, human bodies overall are pretty similar. Like there's not, it's not like women are like different creatures with like extra arms and legs and we can't wear the same clothes. It's we have the same bodies. Like it's a human body. It's just like it's so weird to me. It's like, why are you letting other people tell you how to live your life? That's so pathetic. That's so fucking loser. It's so lame. Which, by the way, is very different than like choosing to adhere to the rules of society for your benefit, right? Like, I don't want to wear a dress in public as a man because I don't want to get mocked or humiliated, or I live in a conservative town and I don't want to deal with that, or I have to go to work and I have to wear like business formal and I'm going to get fired if I wear. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who are like, no, we have to enforce this. Men need to wear this. Women need to wear this. It's like, wait, what? That's how it has to be. It's like, what the fuck do you mean by that? Says who? Did God himself come down and tell you this? What, it's so strange to me to like believe it, like genuinely to your core. It's so bizarre. Anyways, that's it. I'm done. I'm done on this topic. I'm done. We can go back to like the trans derangement.
Putting a megaphone on it.
It's a problem now because it's giving kids ideas of like false shit. Like you see now. Hold on, you see Disney, for example. When do we start watching Disney? 3, 4, etc. Right? Disney, for example, push, and act. I mean, and you know, my thing is, acts like back when I was in school. You know, back when I was in middle school, high school, I would have like transgenders in my class. So that's how you know. And I asked my parents, like, "Yo, mom, pop, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you see this in your class?" Like, nah. And even my other older siblings, it's the same shit. So it's like it's becoming more and more normalized to do it as a child rather than waiting.
Saying I had transgenders in my class is crazy. It's crazy. Women's bodies are nowhere near the same. Your body changes shape when you're having a baby. Organs move. Then you produce a human. Then why have I met men who are so breedable, who have the fattest asses that alert all the fucking guards? Tell me that. Tell me why I've met men whose asses are so juicy and hips are so wide. Tell me. Tell me that. Counterpoint, beer belly. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just playing, but I'm saying. This guy should be wearing maternity clothing. He'd be more comfortable. I'm just saying. This is a tiny beer belly? Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. Honestly, true. I've seen more powerful in real life. I've seen more powerful beer bellies in real life. How many weeks? Do you know the gender? Yes. Alcohol. I can't even tell. You know the worst thing about AI? I can't tell if certain photos have been photoshopped or not, or like if they're AI photos or not. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, Google lately, when you try and look at Google images, like 1 in like 15 end up being AI photos that I can tell are AI, mind you. Very important distinction there to make. Beer boobies too? We literally have a name for it. It's called moobs. Joe Rogan literally said if guys had to give birth, abortion would be an app on your phone. FR exclamation point. FR.
Adultery. That's all I'm saying. Like it's
Waiting till you don't wait for things that you feel like.
you don't feel, but if I believe in the tooth fairy and superheroes, why would I be allowed to believe something? It's like I have an imaginary mind. It's like wait a little bit, and instead maybe of just going straight to jump to that, maybe we do some therapy. Maybe we try to sit down.
So
and just
you're
really
telling
figure
me
out-
that you believe in Santa all the way till you're probably like 14, but people
No.
are wrong for thinking that maybe I'm a girl instead. When they're 14 too.
When I was 14, I was still fucking thinking of crazy shit. I was still like abnormal stuff. I think when you become an adult, bro, that's when you know the most. It just hits you, bro. Like when you're adult, even close to adult, like even.
But like my question is, how would Adin Ross know? He hasn't become an adult yet. Like he literally just his stream is him acting like a child all day, all night. Which don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with that. I think it's fine. I think himbos deserve to be morons on the internet. I think that that's fine. But why are you pretending like you know more than other people when you're acting like a complete dumb fuck? And that's your full-time job. Like, that's crazy to me.
Like 17, 16, maybe. Like it's different for everybody, but bro, like it's just
Yes, but you're not making permanent decisions on what you're feeling when you're young. They don't let you do that. For like 99.99999% of the time, you're not gonna fuck your life up because you feel those ways or you think those ways. They only let you when you're 18.
That's not true.
Brother.
Look at and I'm gonna bring it up. Dwayne Wade's child, for example. I think she's 12 or whatever. And again, that's his own kid. I'm not gonna get. I'm just giving you an example of something that's kind of like known out there. There's also many I could pull examples of if I want to do my research. My thing is this, bro. It's like, wait, just wait. And if you still feel that way all the way to 18, okay, be yourself, do you.
Who's that person? Who's that person? Who's that?
Dwayne Wade's kid.
Dwayne Wade?
Correct.
So what happened with them?
No, I'm sure I could find more. I think Will Smith.
What happened with them? Like what is the story? You're just saying names. I don't know what happened.
Wait, xQc? Wait, my juicer? Wait, my juicer? My juicer?
I'm giving you an example of
what happened with them though.
I'm saying they became trans at a very young age.
What does he mean? They became trans. What does that mean? Like, like, what?
Became trans? Did they take HRTs or whatever?
I'm not.
He's got the right idea. Did they take HRTs?
I'm not that. I don't know, but they became.
If they're not on the
My toxic trait is that I love watching people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about debate each other. It's like, this is so mean, but it's so funny to watch two people who don't know what they're talking about be like, did they take the trans? I don't know, but they became. It's like, I'm telling you, man, it's like going into Braun's games and watching two McCrees just miss, oh, sorry, Cassidy's, miss every single shot for like a minute straight. And you're just like, that's crazy. And then eventually they give up and just walk away.
HRTs, they can say that they're Iron Man or Optimus Prime, and nobody gives a fuck.
No. But just look into it. I'm into it.
Two dumb bitches telling each other exactly.
I did. Chat says that they haven't taken HRTs, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm misinformed on that specific individual. So I'm not.
Why did you give it?
So I asked you to name. I asked you to give me an example. You gave me a wrong one. So you're one of one in the wrong. Just give me one correct one.
It's still wrong, brother.
What?
When you are, it's still. I didn't say specifically HRT for that specific one. I never said that. I didn't know. I said I don't know. I'm misinformed on it. All I'm saying is. All I'm saying is...
I thought you said that they just weren't allowed to do anything before they hit 18. I thought it was okay if kids believe in the tooth fairy or think that they're a woman when they're 14. Because you said you thought a lot of stupid shit when you were 14. I thought the problem was that they were doing stuff before they were 18.
Person is a child, and I just think that they should wait years and years and years before they really jump down a road they don't know they're going into.
Brother, when I was young, I thought I could have multiple girlfriends, and for years I had 2 girlfriends at a time, sometimes 3, right? And is that a good thing?
You know the crazy thing? The craziest thing is that I actually believe him. That he said that too convincingly, and like it's always the people you expect the least to be able to pull that can actually pull.
Well, no, it's not.
That's
most
crazy.
people are monogamous, right? And I understood with life that, hey, that's not how you're really supposed to do things, right? And then after when I grew up, I stopped doing that. Well, I mean, not really, but I stopped doing that. You know?
But that's not the same thing as what I'm saying.
You're not.
X, you can still do it. It just has to be consensual.
Permanent damage on yourself, though.
That's his personal life, bro. That's his personal life. Okay? I don't believe in like burning people in town square for things happening in their personal life. Okay? I've said it before, I will say it as many times as I have to. I think any twitlongers that are about somebody who cheated in a relationship, that's your personal fucking life, man. Like, I don't even think I should really even know about this. That's your life. Was someone being like coerced? Was there assault occurring? No, as far as I'm concerned, that is between you and the people in your relationship. Okay, that shouldn't be online.
Unless you're on like HRTs and you're fucking your body up and making modifications, you will recover from your stuff. When I was a kid, I thought I was a doctor. I thought I was a superhero, right? I wore a cape sometimes at school. I wore a cape. Does that mean that when I'm 18, I become...
If he was a weeb, he would have worn like the Naruto headband and run around in it. Now I know for sure.
I become brain dead? No, it doesn't do anything. Let people be people.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Then let them think that they're a girl or whatever for 2 or 3 years until they... you know what? Maybe I was just feeling a certain way and then past it.
I just think it's... Hold on. I just think it's abnormally getting a little bit weird when we're pushing on our kids, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Well, nobody's pushing onto them, though.
It is. There's agendas being pushed on kids, like what I'm saying, for sure, 100%. Disney is 100%.
The agenda tells them that if they feel those ways, they're not completely wrong or to be ostracized, and they're not gonna fucking kill themselves. It's not like, yes, it's a little bit overbearing, and I get that. It's a little bit too much, but it's the mentality isn't wrong.
What about when a Target's kids section had like an LGBTQ plus thing, like for the kids section?
Okay, what about it?
When you're a kid,
don't shop there if you don't want to shop there. If you don't feel LGBTQ, you don't go there. Like
xQc, Target is an American thing, bro. We all shop at Target. Stop.
Yo, X, stop the cat, bro.
Come on, bro. Like, bro, Come
X,
on, bro.
X, I want to be honest with you. Man, I don't care if niggas want to think they're airplane, they want to think they a man, woman, kangaroo, do your thing.
Exactly.
I definitely believe that we gotta let kids can't choose to go in the military, can't drink, can't do a lot of things until they at least turn 18 or maybe 21.
Okay.
Man, don't just seep it into shit. Like, you know what I mean? Don't just start putting into the curriculum to, influence them to go away, because I'll be honest with you, as a kid, everybody's insecure. Everybody's looking for acceptance. Everybody just don't really know what's going on.
Okay,
and
they don't permit you to do the things you're talking about, though. Like, you're not causing permanent damage to somebody. They're not on HRTs, brother. They're not doing bodily modifications that they're not allowed to do. These things, if it's not true, if it's just a fad or a phase, it'll fade away, dude. It is what it is. When I was young, I was wearing fucking pink fucking wristbands all the time, and I had girls do me little bracelets. And dude, I stopped doing that. I don't feel that way.
That's way different.
Because where they're trying to push it is to have kids be on some of these hormones.
Give me examples. Like, give me statistics.
Wait,
give me statistics and give me fucking.
Yeah, okay, X is actually eating. He's actually eating right now. Like, he's eating his toenails, but he's eating. He's definitely eating.
Examples.
Yo, xQc. It's not about statistics. It's about trying to stop or reverse, like, a trend that we're seeing happen. They want these kids to try to, make these.
Okay, give an example then.
Decisions before they're really of age.
Wait, bro, what trend, what statistics, what example? I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I think you're talking about the one person who did something, and then the whole right wing went to, this is killing our kids. It's like one guy out of the middle of fucking in Wisconsin or some shit like that. It was on drugs, some shit like that. Chill. Nobody's killing anybody. Dude, like, this it's not a problem. It is because you're making it a problem.
Okay. My thing is when you said don't shop there, when I said Target, where everyone goes, when you're a parent, you want to be able to sit down your child when it's time and explain what certain things are. I just think it's wrong. No, for real. I think it's wrong when...
Let me explain. I speak professional Papegese. Let me explain what xQc is trying to say. Okay? He's trying to say, aren't you guys the people who think that parents should have the control over their kids and parents should be the one doing the teaching? But you also think that businesses should be able to do whatever they want? Like, it's your business. These are your American freedoms. You should be able to raise your kids how you want to raise them. And if you have a business, you should be able to make whatever you want in your business. Okay, well, Target is a business. They get to run their business how they want to run it. If they want to put rainbows in their store, that's their right as an American corporation to do that. And if you don't like it, you as the parent, choosing how to parent, you don't take them. What's the problem? Show me how this is hypocritical in your worldview. Because I know you're not about to suggest that we need to start telling corporations that they can't have rainbows in their stores. I know that's not what you're going to say, because that's silly. You don't even believe that.
School teaches you about politics and sexuality shit. I think it's really wrong. I think when you're a parent, that's when you sit your child down, and that's when you really explain about life.
Yes,
do you agree with that?
Yes, Adin.
Okay.
But society already does that because it's ingrained into the more traditional way. Society already shows you that, and those things in the more heterosexual way. Because you are that, you're not seeing it, and you don't identify that. But because there's a few examples of non-hetero things. Oh my God, they're putting. You see 20 movies about girls kissing guys. Oh, whatever. Yeah, you're in dating time. One guy kiss another guy. Oh my God, the agenda! Gays! Relax, brother. It's not that big of a fucking deal. Christ, that's insane. You're making it a problem. Like,
I'm going to say Twitch finally did something good. I don't know if this is true or not. And I don't care, and neither should you. But xQc claimed that a Twitch employee once forced him to attend a therapy session to get unbanned. It fucking worked, dude. Whoever that therapist was must have been like a Michelin star chef, because it fucking worked, man.
they're not pushing an agenda. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
So you don't think putting gay kid LGBTQ in the kids section of Target? You could put in the regular section of Target. Cool, that's fine. The adult clothing. You don't think putting it in the kids section of Target's a little bit twisted?
The way that they're doing it isn't always right, and they're fucking stupid. But
thank you.
The behavior inherently isn't bad. Having a fucking pink shirt in the men's section isn't the agenda of Joe Biden controlling your brain. It's not.
That's not
the way they're doing it isn't right, but the message is correct.
No, X, I used to wear the I Love Boobies bracelets too, the pink ones, and the breast cancer awareness. I used to wear it all the time.
Okay, but if I was dicks, you would fucking be up in arms about it. You're wearing I Love Boobies shit, but if it was I Love Dicks, you would be all up in arms about it, and you would say, kids should be wearing that. How can you even buy this? This isn't correct. But you'd be doing this.
Well, no shit.
Oh my
Of course I'm a hypocrite. You already knew that. Is a crazy rebuttal.
So by default, you're saying,
I mean, of course, it's way different.
How is it different?
It's as simple as, they're putting a pink thing in like the men's section. Is that they're encouraging men, right, who are biologically men, who are born with penises and have the hormones of men.
That's a sex, not a gender.
How is this guy mansplaining to other men? They're men that are biologically men with penises. Do you think any of us don't know that? Like, what?
It's a sex.
Depending on your socialization or how you feel at the moment, you could now select your gender after birth. That's what people talk about. We don't care about
that's a gender, not a sex.
Say again?
Behave, guys. He just didn't hear him. X is very hard to understand. Okay. No, guys, surely.
A gender. You're talking about the fucking the biological, like you're born with a dick, right? And then you want to be a girl or whatever? Like, what are you talking about? Am I wrong? A gender is like a social construct.
All right, see, we're on two different. Hey, listen, let me tell you this. If I meet a man and he tell me that him being a man is a social construct, I slap the shit out of him. No, you're a fucking man, okay? Yo, if God made you with a dick and a balls, you're a man. I don't care what you think about yourself. You need to go deal with that. You need to go to Christ or anybody else, Allah, anybody. You got dick and balls, you are a man. There ain't no social construct.
Yeah, well, I believe this religion, so you have to believe it too. My religion, my religion says men need to wear chastity belts. All right? And they need to wear maid outfits. I don't care. You go figure it out. You gotta wear what I said because that's what I believe. That's what I said. Is there an Hayden? Thank you guys for the gifts.
Construct. Biology tells me what you are. You got a pussy, you a woman. You got a dick, you're a man. Again, we could make up these other rules, but that is the ground rules, brother. Like this whole, it's construct. It's like, dog, all right, I'm a penguin. Am I a penguin?
No. What X is saying is, so sex is male or female.
Right.
So you're correct, Ak and Aiden. There's male and there's female.
Yes, there is. There's two genders.
Okay?
Yes.
That's the biological attribute, right?
Correct.
Male and female, that's sex.
Yes.
Gender. See, like there's a miscommunication and misunderstanding of gender versus sex. Sex is female or male. You understand? So when you guys say there's two,
of course I understand.
When you guys say there's two genders, you're referring to.
Is this what it's like to be a man that has other man friends? It's just like a bunch of them explaining the same concepts over and over again. no, so like being a man is like this. No, so like being a man is like. This is the male experience here. I'll show you guys the female experience. I'll show you guys what the female experience is. Actually, I'm pretty sure Jenna actually sent it to me a while back. No, she sent me a different meme, but similar. This is what the female experience is. It be two dumbass girls, I'm one of them, telling each other exactly. This is what the
Men
female
all want their
experience is like.
participation grade for the Socratic seminar.
And this is the male experience. Not that. This is the male experience. Just no, you don't get it. So like this and this and this. No, so like this.
There's two sexes, right? Gender is actually a social construct.
There
right?
you go. So
It's
why tell me I'm wrong about this? I was
identifies,
wrong
like,
about that.
behaviors and certain things of certain different, right? Like, so when you say
Wait a
is there
minute.
two
Hold
genders, what you mean are there two sexes? Yes, there's two sexes. There's male and there's female.
Guys,
You understand? So
guys.
like you're both arguing two different things. That's the point.
Academics. Hold on, stop, please. No, stop. Academics. Have you ever gone to a gender reveal party? We don't call it a sex reveal party. You call it a gender reveal party.
Yo,
That's why it's called a social construct. is what we're saying.
What dipshit chatter was in Adin Ross's stream and wrote that and made Adin think that he was cooking by saying that? Because he took that from a chat message with the way it like hit him like a light bulb randomly, and then he was like, "Then why is it called a gender reveal party?" Bet you didn't think about that, huh? Yeah. Okay, and? What does that have to do with anything?
No, he capping because put it like this. If you meet some of these grown-ass niggas who think they females, if you ask them what sex they are, they're not going to say they're actually male. They're going to say they're a female. They want to identify
on all the government forms. On all the government forms you filled out, does it not say sex M/F?
We're not talking about government forms. Yo, respect my government form. Yo, we're talking about, like, I completely get your argument, and you're right. But the people we're talking about, they want to be able to pick not only gender but sex. They're picking.
That doesn't seem right.
Have you met someone that is like I gotta be clear because I know I'm still on Twitch. Trans, and if you do you think they identify like, oh, I'm actually a male sex-wise, but I consider myself as a woman? They don't.
Why would they do that? Why? I'm sorry. That would be so weird to do. What do you think the word trans means? Do you realize when someone says that they're a trans woman, that I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Does he want trans people to start walking around saying, I was born with the male sex, but now I'm a woman? Is that what he wants? I don't, that's how he wants them to all introduce themselves? Or like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay, let's just watch.
They call themselves a woman and a female. That's a fact. Why
literally, I don't know a single trans person that calls themselves female or male. By the way, he said this earlier, But I don't know any trans people that say that. I don't know why he's pretending like that's something that they do. Trans people don't do that. The only people that use the word female is like David Attenborough and incels. Those are the only two groups of people that use the word female.
They still consider themselves a male.
They still mean the gender though. Like, and if they don't, they're wrong. But that doesn't. Why do you feel so enraged and compelled to write them? That's the government.
Cis women don't even call themselves female. Yeah, it's because it's weird to do.
Fucking thing to do that. If they misrepresent themselves on a government form, they're now wrong. That's fucking illegal. If they say sex and they misrepresent themselves, that's actually wrong. Why do you feel like you have to go, no, you are this, you are that? Yo, chill the fuck out, bitch ass. Chill out.
Correct them. I don't feel compelled to correct them. I'm just showing the fallacy in what you just try to explain.
Not a fallacy.
And you don't know, well, maybe not you, but
Oh my God, he's actually eating. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Oh my God. Oh my God. And yeah, you're totally right, Forlorn.
Trainwrecks said, well, you know what? You guys are right. Sex, there's only two sexes, but you could have multiple genders because that's a social construct. I'm telling you that usually if someone, and by the way, I'm not even passionate about this, truth be told. But usually if someone, say someone was born.
Right? I totally don't really care about this issue. That's why I was screaming 2 seconds ago. Because I just really don't care. Like, it's just like, I've never really cared about this issue ever. And that's why I'm here debating it. Because I just really don't care.
Right? A female that was born with a pussy. Right? If they want to now identify as a man.
The medical term, pussy.
They're not going to then tell people, I am a female by sex, but I am a man by gender.
Because they're acting in a social way with other social beings, using a social construct to fucking communicate. They're using a social construct to communicate, not some biological fucking markers. Holy shit. How hard is it to understand it? What the fuck?
Listen, I'm going by your own metrics, though. Your own metrics said that one of them was biological, right? And then the other, so one is biological, and then the other is actually social construct, right? So you said male or female biological, right?
Yes.
Then you said man or woman or whatever is more of a social construct. And I'm telling you that those people who identify as such, they don't make that distinction. They're not going to be like, I'm a male that identifies as a woman.
Okay.
They usually say,
why does that matter? Let's just assume you're right. Why does it matter? Should they? And if so, why should they? Why is it that you feel like they need to say, hey, I was born a male? I just don't understand what.
I am a female.
Wait, so I have a question for XX.
It's insane.
You guys, you heard it here first. He is a female.
So mad about some girl or some guy saying it. Some guy saying it. Oh, I'm a girl.
Care.
Then fucking Kanye saying I'm a god. It's like because they're so selective in your outrage. It's fucking insane.
I only care
You're
about
nuts.
kids, bro. Leave the kids. He left. I only care about leaving the kids out of it, bro. I just got mad about the Target shit, and I get mad about
Sir, you literally streamed pornography to your teenage audience. What are you talking about, Aiden? You literally did porn reacts, went to Pornhub, and watched porn with your teenage audience. I don't know what you're talking about with this whole leaving the kids alone shit. Like, brother,
having puberty blockers for kids. That's all I get mad about.
That doesn't happen though. It's like
it does. It does. Some parents allow
I said it. Give me statistics. I said give me exactly.
So we stop giving puberty blockers to cis kids? Because we've been giving puberty blockers to cis kids for the longest time. For medical reasons. Should we? So we just stop? Well, no, we can only give them to cis kids. Why can't we give them to trans kids? It's just blocking puberty. If the kids decide later in life, actually, no, I think I was confused before. I was like questioning before, and I wasn't sure if I was ready for like puberty to hit me. And so I took the puberty blockers. Now I realize, no, I am a man or a woman or whatever. I am my assigned gender at birth. Okay, I'll get off my puberty blockers. So like, what's wrong with that? What's the difference between that and giving cis kids puberty blockers?
Examples, give me articles. You have given me nothing.
I'll tell you what, because I'm not informed. I don't really spend all my time doing this.
Just give me one.
I'll find some. If I really take time to Google it, I can. I saw a number saying 17,000, but I want to look into it before I really use it as evidence.
So you're pushing a narrative with absolutely nothing, no backing, no knowledge, no statistics, and no examples.
But xQc, if you don't think there's ever been a minor that's taken puberty blockers, it's
okay. And you were mad about the tattoos earlier. And how many minors get tattoos?
I don't agree with that though. I think minors should not drink, get any type of tattoos, any
you don't seem to be very vocal about that though.
I just said that I don't agree with that. I don't agree with any permanent damage with minors. I think when you're 18 and 21, that's when you start drinking and smoking weed and doing permanent damage to your body. I don't think that you'd get into those things at a young age. I don't agree with that.
What about minors gambling? Okay, I understand X he's been cooking, but you have to remember he's cooking inside of a casino. So he is not going to bring up the gambling thing. That would be friendly fire. Yeah, that's not, he's got to go for the other ones. So.
Yeah. Well, but like I'm telling you, these things are not happening at a rate or at a density, which it's a problem.
But it happens.
These are outliers that are problematic.
Circumcision would be a good direction to take the conversation.
How is it growing?
The fact that Target is even allowing an LGBTQ section in the kids section is crazy.
Some kid isn't going in there and his life is transformed and now he's like a fairy dust because he saw some fucking rainbow, dude. Holy shit.
That's not the point.
My kid saw a rainbow, he's now a fucking fairy. Like Christ, dude.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm really not. What I'm trying to say is just, I'm cool with whatever. I get what you're saying, by the way, how you're talking about sex and gender. I do get that take, what you're saying. What I'm saying is what I agree with Axe saying too. Like if you are biologically born as a female and you transition to a male, you're still transitioning to a male. But I'm gonna leave that topic because you guys had it. I don't really care. I don't really give a fuck. Yeah, you guys got mad. You guys got enraged and pressed over that. I don't care.
I'm not pressed.
I only care about the kids. Axe. I only care about the kids. I only care about children. I think just children should be left out of any agenda, really.
Out of all issues with kids, right? There's a lot of pressing matter with children and education and young age stuff. And the how vocal people are about the actual problems compared to this is at a smaller proportion, and it's ridiculous. If you actually care about the kids, you would care about all the other shit that's way more pressing, way bigger. That's fucking those lives forever than this shit. This is like a grain of salt in the beach, and you're making a big song and dance on this one thing. Like we're fucking dying. It's insane. It's like ridiculous.
X, do you notice when you debate something, what you do? What you do is you like to throw in other things like Kanye is a god or whatever.
No.
X, I'm saying no kid. I'm bringing up the tattoos. No kid deserves to do tattoos. No kid deserves to do this, that, anything. I'm just saying on this specific topic because it's brought up and we're speaking about it. Kids should not be walking into a Target and seeing a gay section.
Understood. I didn't.
That's all I'm saying.
The same way. You're right.
The same way.
But why can't kids go to Target and see a rainbow? Why?
Should be able to do puberty blockers, same way they should do alcohol, same way they should do fucking tattoos. I'm just saying, kids are kids. Let them be kids. Let them play. Let them have imaginary minds, and let them grow up normally without agendas being pushed. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I just feel like
that's it.
The same way with the satanic stuff that I said earlier, right? It's like people are extremely vocal and all up in arms to call out all the LGBTQ fucking gay stuff or fucking trans stuff. Like they come from any area, any zone of entertainment, and they rush to protect the kids. But all the other shit.
Let me translate Pepegis really quickly. Note that Nick Merckx has never talked about saving the kids and protecting the kids ever. He just plays this stupid fucking Warzone whatever. I don't know what games he's playing nowadays. Whatever, Call of Duty games. And notice the only time suddenly he cared about the kids was when it came to trans people. You've never seen him talk about gun control. That would actually save the lives of real children in a meaningful way. Never seen him talk about like making food stamps more available for low-income kids. Never seen him talk about making more affordable daycare centers for moms who are struggling or parents who are struggling. It's weird that like never seen him talk about anything in terms of protecting the kids except when it comes to trans people.
They're nowhere to be
Maybe
seen.
it's not about
they're
the
not
kids.
Vocal, they're invisible. As soon as it's anything that makes me feel emasculated or whatever, they rush to the defense of the kids. Brother, we get what you're doing, dude. You're just fucking, we get it, brother. You're just like some closet homophobe, closet anti-trans person, and you're using that as a vehicle to make your message more impactful. It's fucking cringe as shit. It's some weak-ass energy. It's some weak shit.
My take?
Weak energy. Yes.
My thing. But I'm not even talking about adult LGBTQ plus right now. I'm speaking about just the kids. And I'm not even speaking about just gay agendas being pushed. I'm talking about because you said, oh, what about tattoos, Adin? I'm literally saying, X, that I agree that no agenda should be pushed. Kids should just be kids and grow up, and that's that. They should be able to do what they want.
Adin, agendas are being pushed.
By the way, it's the stupidest argument on the planet, right? The idea that like we need to stop pushing all agendas onto kids, but I'm only going to complain about it when the left is trying to do it. Not only is it unbelievably hypocritical and stupid, or just stupid. Why has he never talked about religious schools? That is like the epitome, like the creme de la creme. I don't know why I did like an iceberg shape there. I don't know. My brain was cooking some other wavelength. Why have you never talked about that? That is the epitome of indoctrination. Religious school, Catholic school. Brian, thank you for the 2 months. Isn't that just weird? Isn't that weird that he's never talked about that? There's also no such thing as a school where kids can even have full autonomy. They're kids. Yes. Yeah. And also, if you wanted another reason on why this is a stupid idea, this idea that we should never push any agendas on kids. What do you have to say about like the civil rights stuff? Like having schools teaching kids who have racist parents that all people should be treated equally regardless of their skin color. That would have been and would be pushing an agenda. No, we should leave it up to the parents. We should let the parents continue to tell their kids that segregation is good. It's almost like agendas, much like propaganda, are just tools. Weird.
Pushed on the daily, across the board, on a various amount of topics. And nobody actually gives a fuck until it's some gay shit. Then everybody's up in arms. That's the problem.
That trainer.
Put your energy where it's worth it and deal with this shit later. Holy Christ.
I get what you're saying, but that's not true. There's a lot of agendas being pushed that just aren't talked about as much.
Life is an agenda. The whole thing is everything around you. Everything's a narrative. 99% of what you know is an agenda. But the 0.1% is a rainbow target. And now you're, oh my God, not the agendas. The rainbow turned my kid into a butterfly. Oh my God, brother.
I'm just trying to tell you how sick and crazy the world is. And you're right, it's not just this. But what I'm saying is, bro, it's just getting too crazy to a point where one day, I'm telling you, because it's already like a thing, like where we're kind of like letting shit slide. For example, the Dan Schneider situation, where it's also in a way grooming, right? It's like it's very fucked up because you want to give.
Oh, that's grooming, not the fucking underage girls on TikTok doing twerkings and shit and weird sexual life and rap videos with underage people in it all the fucking time.
Why do these people bring up Dan Schneider? Is Dan Schneider trans? I don't understand why he keeps getting brought up in these conversations about trans people. Last time I checked, the guy was cis and straight. Brian Peck, I know, was gay. But as far as I know, Dan Schneider was a cis straight man. What does that have to do with the trans agenda? I just don't understand. Bastion, thank you for the tier 1. All this focus on rainbows, they also aren't even just LGBTQ. There's a lot of other rainbow-themed items for kids because children born after a miscarriage or other loss are considered rainbow babies. The agenda is marketing. It's always been. I didn't know that, though. I can do some research on that. Angry Bulldog Gaming, thank you so much for the tier 1.
That's the problem. It's the rainbow target that's fucking our lives up. Holy fuck, dude.
Again, every debate, this is what you do. You throw in another thing. I agree. That's also bad. That's also bad. And what I'm saying is bad too. I'm trying to tell you. I get what you do when you debate now. I understand it, what you do, your tactic.
It's not a tactic.
Your secret tactic, making trans people seem normal. But I'm not buying it. I don't believe you for a second. I know what they're up to.
It is. Just how you just brought up Kanye's God or whatever, the gender thing. I don't care. All I'm saying is any agendas, life is agenda, right? But any agendas that are kind of being forced is just, I don't agree with on the kids, bro, at all. I really don't. I don't.
Aiden, you would have a much easier time.
I don't like TikTok for the kids. I don't fuck with TikTok for the kids. I don't like it either.
Aiden, as a person, you would have a much easier time debating those topics, right? And being vocal about these things if you were as vocal about other topics. When the only times you're vocal is when it's gay shit and trans shit, it comes off across like you're a little bit anti that because you're not vocal about anything else. If you're somebody who actually debates stuff and who actually cares about kids and cares about these topics, you do all these topics. And when it's a gay one, you can come across it and say, "Oh, fuck this shit," right? Because you don't have that track record. It's a luxury that you cannot afford.
That's not true. I speak on, again, when I was really fat and fucking overweight and I ate like shit and they forced McDonald's agendas and all this shit. Kids should at a young age be, getting in shape. It's really important because.
Is he just talking about marketing? What do you mean McDonald's agenda? I don't understand.
America has an obesity problem. We're fucking fat and miserable, and it fucks up our brains and all that. I agree that kids at a young age, having obese kids, in a way, it's child abuse, letting your child be accustomed to that life. Because, and listen, bro, what I'm trying to say is it's just a bunch of everything, a bunch of fucked up shit. Life's not perfect. But what I'm trying to say is, X, I am pretty consistent when it comes to other topics, but you're just hearing this now because we're talking about this one now. That's all.
I don't think anyone is transphobic or homophobic in here, okay? I think, listen.
Excellent contribution, Mr. Trainwrecks. Excellent contribution. I personally was on the edge of my seat waiting to see when you would open your mouth and know what you would say. And I'm happy to hear such a worthless statement coming out of your mouth that meant absolutely nothing and added nothing to the conversation. I expect nothing less. Continue on.
Listen, okay. I think there is a push and pull here that can, listen, even though it sounds like you're both arguing opposite things, right?
Johnny,
I think
the prime.
to certain degrees, you're both correct. The problem is, okay, on the internet, and this is an issue I have with Twitch, right? This is a big issue I have with Twitch. On Twitch, right? If you remember, there was a period of time where if anyone in chat or any donation came through of how many genders are there, we as streamers instantly, there's trauma, PTSD. We were scared for our careers because we were scared to answer that question. That
what question?
There's
how many genders are there, right?
There's two.
You understand? I'm a proponent for transgender rights. I support transgender rights. But there are certain things that I think Twitch and other platforms push for their creators to believe, right?
Dude,
in the real world,
by the way,
hold on. In the real,
I have PTSD. Someone asked me how many genders there are, and I have PTSD now. Are you happy? Are you happy? Is this what you wanted? Is it? There, I said it. I fucking said it, okay? That is a crazy. I feel like you should just stop. Just it. I. Continue.
World, I don't think this exists. In the real world, most people are middle right, middle left, middle. You understand? People are usually normal. You understand? Yes. Are there some extreme situations where fucked up shit happens? Sure. Right.
It's
X
not
brought the
even-
1% up. You brought the 1% of your side up.
Train.
Right. But on the internet, we are brainwashed, right? The same fear mongering we talked about earlier about the stereotyping, right, of race and others and religion, right, is happening with these topics as well. You
Agreed.
understand? You're both.
I agree with that.
Right.
Train, can I just say one thing? It's not
Sure.
really left or right to believe there's two genders. Like 50 years
I'm not
ago.
saying- I'm not
Okay, you know
saying
what?
there is.
Yo, Aiden.
I'm not saying there is.
Or
I
do,
believe
do,
it.
do you feel
It's
young?
not.
Do you feel young or do you feel old?
I feel young.
Okay, you're not
I am young.
Okay, you're not young.
I'm not?
No, you're not. See, your age, the biology, right? Says that, oh, you're a certain age, right?
Oh,
you are, what are you, like
He's
20?
about to cook. Everyone, step back. Step back. This fire might be too powerful.
He's what, 20, whatever.
23.
2023, right? Whatever you, I feel young. People say that even when they're like 40 sometimes. Are they wrong?
Well, life expectancy is what now?
Well,
in the
I mean,
world?
are they wrong? to
Blah,
say that,
blah, blah, blah,
you're
blah.
40, you feel young. Are you wrong to say that?
No, it's not wrong to say that. It's an expression though. Like I feel young.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Yeah, well,
Aiden,
the age says that that's wrong.
That's an
Aiden,
expression.
Cheeto.
But
Aiden,
you
Aiden,
feel
you
good.
mis- expression.
Aiden, you
God.
misunderstood me. You misunderstood me. I agree. There was male and there's female. Do you understand? You misunderstood what I was saying. I was saying you're both sitting here arguing like these. I don't know. In my opinion, both of you are arguing these like 1% takes that we've been brainwashed to believe. Do you understand? How true they are in real life, I don't know. You understand? I think as long as your beliefs, you can each have whatever beliefs you want, but as long as they're not hurting anybody and you're letting people be, right? And I know,
agree.
Aiden, you're like that.
Protect the
I
kids.
know you
Hey.
do not care about, some individual who's transgender, right? I know you're not a transphobe, right? I know you're not. I know you're not transphobic. Do you understand? I know you're not homophobic. I just think right now you're both being like twisted and torn apart over these like vocal minority communities on the internet that are making you believe that life is in the ways that you've both been told they are. You understand? I think life is more middle than both of you think. You understand? I think the points you brought up, Aiden, are valid, and I think the points xQc's brought up are valid.
You're right.
But you're both arguing these like
the real life world.
1%.
The real life world is not really far left, far right. I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying, like biologically speaking, guys, it's male, female. And again, even if I have no problem with trans. When you're transitioning, you're going from a male to a female or female to male. That's what it is. No, so that's my thing. And I'm not trying to sound ignorant, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So technically,
right. But earlier,
all
X wasn't denying that. All X was saying earlier is you guys are confusing the terminologies of gender and sex, right?
I'm not.
There's male and there's female. No,
Pretty sure I'm right, man.
That's what I was saying. You were saying, but yeah, I was saying that X was telling you that you had gender and sex incorrect, right? That's all. I agree. There's male and female. I think X believes there's male and female as well. I think anyone would agree with that, right? There's a male and then there's a female.
I wanted to know
all
what
X
you meant.
was saying is gender means something different than you and academics thought it did. That's all he was saying.
It doesn't, though. It really doesn't.
Let's just check the definition of it. How about we
No, man, you guys don't get it. You're actually, you guys are actually just agreeing. You guys are agreeing. Like, yeah, like X agrees with you. Like, you agree with X. Like, male and female always disagree about like gender. And he's like, or like not disagree. Yeah, it's just like you guys are on this different page of gender. Nah, man. There's not more than two genders. Let's look up gender.
instead of arguing with each other, we just check the definition on dictionary.com. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm not scared of anything. It's like
have no
Just
words,
male,
man.
female, isn't it?
but sex, XX, XY, and a story. Cool.
Thank you, Hayden.
And a story.
Yeah.
Why is gender such a problem for you to intake as new information? Like that it's
Why
a
is it
social
new
construct.
information? It's this. Bro, it's what
Because
you're
it's
born.
a social construct. No, it's nothing you're born into.
You're not.
It's a
You're not.
social, a gender, social construct. It's all that we do. It's ever evolving. It's ever evolving. As what?
Can you guys combine name 10 genders then, please?
Bro, there's probably infinite. You could be a fucking attack helicopter if you want to.
Aiden. But that's not the thing. You're not meant to be there for that.
Aiden, hear me out, Aiden.
I think someone needs to explain to Adin Ross that even if trans people didn't exist, like I just like Thanos snapped them to a place that doesn't want to kill them actively, and there's no more trans people on our planet and never will be. Gender is still a made up social construct. We made it up. Gender as like a social construct would still exist even if there were no trans people. I'm trans, please. Thanos, snap me. I beg of you, Denims. And also, yeah, they're so wrong because there's no such thing as biologically male or female. It's a bimodal set of 5 sex categories we've recognized as being the major ones. The reality is that people who are much smarter than we are, who actually spend all their time studying this shit and looking at some chromosomes or whatever, they do not consider it to be one or the other. It's a lot of people are going to fall into this category. A lot of people are going to fall into this category. And there's going to be some stuff that isn't either in this one or this one. It's not binary. It's bimodal. And like, again, the people who sit there staring at chromosomes, aka like nerds wearing lab coats, will tell you it's not binary. It never has been. It's always been bimodal. But this concept is like too difficult for their brains. Have you read Judith Butler's latest book? I got like 3 chapters in and I was like, I already know all this shit. And I got bored. So does it get better?
Why are we allowing
Aiden, to all of you, to everyone that's listening, listen.
Bro, am I wrong?
Aiden, listen, hear me out. There's male and there's female.
Thank you.
No, right? There's male and there's female, right?
Yes.
But let's say let's say gender means social construct, right? Let's just say it does. Let's say sex, there's male and there's female in this world. Let's say some people want to identify as, non-binary, third gender, genderqueer, these kind of things, right? Let's say they want to identify as that. Why does that? Who cares? I believe there's male and female, but who cares who wants to identify as genderqueer?
I only care when it's affecting kids. That's all I give a fuck about. That's all I care about. This whole thing where you guys have to play this one and that's it.
Cool. So both of you are fine. That's what I'm saying. You both of your opinions can exist.
And don't throw me no Hayden. You don't give a fuck when kids get beat. I give a fuck about all genders, all kids getting fucking mentally abused, emotionally abused, physically abused. I care about all that. I'm just saying.
So how is the trans agenda emotionally abusing kids?
The kids is all I'm saying, bro. You
Okay.
So you know what? I'll tell you guys what. I'm gonna identify as a fucking a dog. Let's do it. Come on. Let's identify as a fucking dog. Come on.
See, he's doing the worm thing. This is my bar for bars. My strap.
Dude.
Doggy style, boy.
My point is this, guys. The problem is this, bro. People on the internet are so fucking bored. I get it. Cool, you guys are bored. You wanna say, oh, I identify as a fucking scooter. Dude, in real life, you're a male and you're a fucking female. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Okay. And a bitch technically is a female dog. Yet you call girls bitches all the time, right? Do they go like it? Do they say, no, actually, I'm a female born when I was young, not a bitch? They don't fucking do that shit, right?
Bro,
do they? Do they though?
I don't know what he's cooking here. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that.
Guys, there's a meme. There's male and there's male and there's female, right? If anyone else wants to think anything else,
born
that's
when
fine.
I was young.
You can listen. Here's the problem with today's world. Okay, let me tell you the problem with today's internet world. Okay,
go ahead.
The fact that both of you can't have the opinions you have, and both be correct. No, just hear me out. Hear me. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Listen, to me, it's just crazy that you both can't be right. Right? Are there things you're both wrong about? Sure, but the fact that you both can't be right, think about it. Right? Aiden, if you believe you're right, in your world, you're saying fact. In X's world, you're saying fact, right? As long as your things aren't hurting anybody and you're not hurting anybody by spreading, right? That's fine. It's fine. I don't think any of you are.
It's crazy that it's legal to be Trainwrecks. It should be illegal to be that person.
Both sides 5-head system.
Jaffix, thank you for the 7 months. Thank you. Denims, check out Lee Edelman's book, No Future Queer Theory and the Death Drive. I don't want will make you question the entire premise of sexual identification altogether. Short, but good read. Ooh, sure. Let me copy paste this.
It gets sticky, right? If you start like taking your ideas and using them to, you know, start hate fucking bullshit, right? That's when it gets weird. But if you want to have that opinion, that's fine. If X wants to have that opinion, that's fine.
You're
right? This idea where like people are labeled for having certain opinions. Listen, here is the truth.
Guys, let me say, no, opinion. I get it, Train. I get it.
The true road to true equality, in my opinion, is to have conversations like these. You understand? The one thing I hate the most is when people and both sides. I don't mean by right or left. I just mean sides. If the two different people are arguing, both sides do this so often. If the other side disagrees, you label them. If the other side disagrees, you label them. That itself will never end in peace or equality or understanding.
I think for all of our sanity, I'm just going to 2x Trainwreck speaking because he's saying absolutely nothing useful. And he just keeps saying both sides, both sides, both sides. And it's very boring.
All that does is you both right now are alienating each other right, from the ideas that you believe are to be correct. Conversation needs to happen, and both of you can be right. Like when it comes to social constructs, right? You can both have a conversation and get to a conclusion of what you both believe. That should be okay. This idea where it's shamed and it's automatically labeled as, you know, Aiden believes this, he's transphobic. X believes this, he's, you know, ignorant. Like that, in my opinion, that's not okay. You understand? These conversations need to happen way more often without labels being attached to them, so we can actually get to a real conclusion together. Because right now, all I see on the internet is one side, right, says this exists, the other side's confused, and instead of helping them understand through patience and education, right, they further them down a rabbit hole, right? And if anything, they're pushing them further down into this ignorant hole of spite and hate. You understand? Like, I don't understand how no one's realizing this. I fucking hate the extreme side of the internet, and I hate the extreme side of
the problem is that you have a concern though. The way the
XQC on 2x.
I
is
finally
a little too
understand
crazy.
why he's called Trainwrecks, because he is always derailing conversations by being stupid. Watch out, Tim Pool, Trainwrecks is coming for your beanie. KEKL.
I wish I could cook as hard as you can. KEKL.
LGBTQ shit is being pushed. The methods are wrong, but I think inherently, I think that the mentality and the intention isn't wrong. They're just doing it wrong, right? And it's happening here and there where there's instances of them doing it wrong. But I think in general, they don't do it that bad. It's a few kinks here and there, and it'll get regulated, and it'll come down to being more fledged out and more polished. That's the real problem. The problem is that the methods fucking suck sometimes. Make them better. But in general, they're doing a pretty decent job. That's it.
Well, if I may, please. Yeah, I'm not writing. I'm not really a debater. You know, I just want to say, I don't think
I would have never guessed, Aiden. I'm honestly shocked now that you say that. Honestly,
it's right. You know, leave kids out of it. Like I said, we're going in circles now. So
okay. Then remove any sort of romance out of anything before 18. Then
what?
Because you should never see a guy kissing a girl ever in any show, any high school thing, anything of any sort ever. Because if you're gonna get mad every time you see a guy kissing a guy, oh my God, the agenda of the gays, fuck them. If you're gonna be like that, right? Then remove all guy kissing girls always. Make it completely neutral then. That's
a lot different though.
How is it?
I'm having deja vu. Did I not just see this exact interaction of him saying, that's different though?
It's an agenda. How is that not an agenda then?
I'm just speaking on that. I just don't really want like, you know, I have a question and I'm gonna ask both chats. How often do you guys go to Target? How often do you guys go to Target?
Look at him. He's not even going to answer. I just don't want to see the gay people. Go ahead and say it. No, just say it out loud.
And you see families in Target, and the families can be a mom, a dad, you know, younger siblings, older siblings. You see younger siblings. Oh, mommy, daddy, what's this section over here? LGBTQ plus kid section. Oh, let's go check it out, mommy, daddy. What is this? That's what I'm trying to tell. Like,
wait, hold on.
No, hold on.
No. I want to hear Matt. I'm not gonna let him get away with that.
Okay.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That you would remove all guys and guys from all the things before 18, but you don't remove the ones of the guys and the girls.
You know what, guys? This is not a cup. This is a bowl.
Why would you not? Why would you not remove that too?
I say this is a bowl right here. This is a bowl.
Cool. You can believe that. I use that as a bowl for my goldfish all the time.
It is. You're right.
Great.
Yep.
Bro, listen.
What are these, Trey? What are these?
Hey, that's a crazy ass, some sort of, I don't know, some long ass ball
There's some
sack.
cojones.
But guys, I don't want them to be balls. I think this is a vagina to me.
That's something physical, biological. That's something that would be called a sex rather than a gender. Gender is more of an idea. It's not something you can touch. It's not something that you.
Isn't it crazy that he still hasn't answered the question on why he doesn't want to see gay people in media, but he's fine with straight people in media? Isn't it crazy?
You can.
Because I thought he was just against all agendas.
That's malleable, you fucking dumbass.
It's crazy.
Come on, X.
Brother, you're the one like saying like, yo, dude, give me an idea. And I say, Aiden, we should do this. That's an idea. No, dude, let me touch the idea. Let me touch it. You can't touch the idea. You can't. It's a thought. It's something you process and you communicate. You can't touch the idea. All right, well, that was it, I guess.
Jesus.
I think I was right.
I just think, I think, listen, I've been pro transgender rights a very long time. I just think what you guys are arguing is, I don't know. I just think it's both. I don't know. I can't explain. It's just, I don't know. These conversations, like what Aiden's saying, right, is solved by parents parenting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A parent should, and that's what I was going to say next.
Oh
right?
my
I was just going to
God.
tell Aiden, like, let me just tell him to join real quick.
Okay, and then Aiden does not come back.
Well, I just think that.
And Aiden bravely runs away. All it took was, oh, well, if you think we should remove all men kissing men from kids' television, then we should remove all women kissing men from kids' television. For him to whip out like the pair of truck nuts that he has at his desk and then to say this cup is a bowl. That was it. He didn't even try. This is embarrassing. Why did he even have the balls at his desk? I don't know. I don't know why he had a pair of fake balls at his desk. I just have no words, man. I actually can't even believe how pathetic that was. You know how dumb you have to be to get destroyed in the marketplace of ideas by X? Do you know how fucking stupid you have to be? This man can't even make sentences. How are you losing? He said, I'm female when I was born young. And you're losing? How? Mid-offs are so entertaining. It's pretty funny watching a guy spout homophobic stuff and then hold up a giant ball sack. Seems kind of gay, bro.
Everything's an agenda, unfortunately, right? And things push in certain directions, right? But if you think that things are pushing you in certain directions, but it only is when it's gay, I mean, I think you're just wrong. I think it's just what it is. If you're gonna remove all types of any sort of things related to sexual orientation, right? It has to be all of it. You can't just pick and choose. We will selectively never show gays as an agenda, but we will show you guys and girls and heterosexuality all the time. Why? It doesn't make any sense. Your argument is just that one is natural, one is the God way, one is correct. Okay, then you're just homophobic. It is what it is. You can just say it. If you're gonna say that, if you're gonna say two gender shit, if you're gonna say gay stuff is bad, say with your chest then. I am homophobic. I'm a piece of shit.
Whoa.
Just fucking say with your chest.
Whoa, whoa, you're homophobic, man? Whoa.
Because people say one with their chest, but don't say the other one.
Yeah, but
They're scared of who they are.
I don't think it means someone's homophobic. They could just not understand what they're talking about.
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if your intention is good or not, or if you're ignorant or not. It's still homophobic. Like that's not. It's just about whether you're maliciously homophobic or you're ignorantly homophobic.
Fault, unfortunately.
No, because listen.
Unless it's ignorance.
Okay. No, because for example, okay, there are people who use the F word, right? In Twitch days, we would equate. No, but in Twitch days, right? 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, now. We equate the F word usage to homophobia. That's what we equate it on Twitch. That's what we're told to equate it by all the top streamers and by Twitch's moderation team. We're told the F word usage is directly, you're a homophobe if you use this. I don't think that's true.
They're wrong, yeah.
No, Twitch doesn't say that you're a homophobe if you use that word. They say that many people who use it are using it in a homophobic way, and so we're putting a full ban on it. Because we can't trust you guys to be like, no, I'm not actually homophobic. I was just saying it, blah, 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 blah. It's the same reason you get charged for manslaughter, even if you accidentally killed someone. Even if you accidentally tripped into someone's chest while you were holding a knife, you still killed that person. Like, you like, your intentions matter. Of course, but it doesn't change what had happened. And you should be judged based on your intention, but it doesn't change the fact that you still fit into a specific category. If you think trans people are coming for your kids because you're an idiot, and that's why you say that, and you what is it called? Unintentionally are pushing somebody else's narrative that you don't know anything about, you're still pushing the narrative. Like what?
It's ignorance. That's ignorance.
No, are you using a word that is used, or like there's a difference from saying something homophobic and being homophobic. I think there's a difference, and I don't think people understand that difference, right? So I think in this situation, I really feel like what Adin was arguing, if you would have said it better, you would have agreed. If you would have just said parents should be responsible in teaching their kids, parents should parent. Now the problem arises, right, which is the low percent chance, right, the 1% you're talking about, in which a parent might be inherently homophobic, transphobic, and do you want those people raising the children, right? Because then you're going to have the children that are transphobic and homophobic through that, and that's why maybe teachers should be responsible for it. It just, in my opinion, gets to a slippery slope because of these, like, examples. So
if you have the data and you know what things are and what they mean.
What is he talking about?
Right? Yeah. You're still using it that way. That kind of makes you a homophobe, though. That's just kind of how it is. If you don't have the information and you don't know, that's ignorance flat out. It's one or the other. There's not really any like gray area here, dude.
1% of parents are homophobic. Yeah. I mean, let me check something. Gay marriage approval. Is that an R in the background? Yes, it is. Gay marriage approval. Pew polling. Republicans. What Okay, here we go. Sir, I don't know where you're getting this 1% number from, but if you just look at the Pew Research polling, this is from the 2019. This is percentage of U.S. adults who favor same-sex marriage. Basically, that same-sex marriage should be illegal, that we should keep things as is, and people should be able to get married regardless of your gender. Or like regardless of like your, I guess, attraction. Same-sex gender is what I'm trying to, or sorry, same-sex attraction is what I was trying to say. Among Republicans or people who lean Republican, only 44% of them think gay marriage should be legal. I'm sorry, if you think gay marriage should be illegal, you're homophobic. And like, I don't know what world we live in where that's not true. If you don't think people should be able to get married, two consenting adults should be able to get married, you're homophobic. You're just homophobic. That's it. It's very simple. You're telling me none of these people are parents. Okay.
Know what it's for and what it means, and you use it anyway, that makes you a fuckhead, or you don't, and you don't do that. Otherwise, you're just a fuckhead person. You're just kind of a bigot on purpose. You're a deliberate fucker. Like, it's what it is. Yes.
You're a deliberate fucker. That's crazy.
I think F word usage is not, it's not ideal, but
don't worry, guys. The straight guy is here to tell us whether or not we can say the F word. Okay?
I think someone who uses it in a way to say something that is stupid. Like I said,
use R word then. There's better words. You're just doing it out of being a bigot. Then.
People are trying to cancel R word as well.
But I mean, that's their fault. People can say R word as much as they want to. There's nobody's gonna get better.
Right. Like I said, like if someone were to use the F word in a
we're canceling words
way,
now.
Right, I would say something. But when I hear Cheeser calling Adin an F word, I don't feel the need to speak up. On Twitch, I would have. And I've questioned that. Would I use the word myself? No. Do you understand? I wouldn't use the word myself. But if Cheeser called Adin one, I don't.
Trainwrecks. I don't know. F slur all the time, and I'm not homophobic.
I think that's wrong.
Well,
I think you're using a last line of defense to protect bad behavior, and it's very shaky. And that
bad behavior. I
think that's if you know this is hurting, and you know it's a
who's it
word,
hurting? Who's it hurting? That's my point, bro. I don't know who it's hurting. Who's it hurting,
bro? If somebody is like a
I'm sorry. Did he just ask who is being hurt by people saying the F slur? I don't know, queer people who've been called the F slur their whole life? Who've gotten assaulted for being queer? I don't know.
A gay person. And they see people use that terminology in a negative connotation. They feel like what they are is attacked for no reason. It's just kind of lame.
I've heard listen, in my opinion, this would be a 1% argument, in my opinion. To me, that's a 1% argument.
Okay, then use the N-word then. Fuck it. Just say the R word.
My belief.
So why don't you say it then? Say it then.
Because my belief is I don't like to use the word.
Well, but you don't mean the word. Yeah, but you don't mean it like that. And we know that because obviously it's just, along with your logic, right? It wouldn't be racial because you're not using it like that. Then use it then.
I don't want to use it.
Why not?
Because I don't like the word. I think the word, right? And not to mention, maybe one day I will.
Wow, man. Why don't you like the word? That's weird. What are you, racist? You don't like that word?
I just don't like the word. There are certain things that I just don't want to say. Like, I can't explain it. Like, Just
So
because
it's okay for the gays to be alienated by words and usage, but not okay.
Alienated.
But not okay for the black people to feel alienated by that word. You can't pick and choose here. It's a fucking slur where it's not. It's what it is.
Yes, it is a slur. The F word is a slur. The N word is a slur. But who it's affecting and how bad it's affecting. Listen.
Guys, let's let the white straight cis guy tell us how bad the words are. Please. Put them in a list for us, please. I would love to know your tier list on how bad different slurs are that don't apply to you. I think you'll do a great job ranking them, please.
The same way you accused Adin of using the 1% to push an agenda, I believe the people on Twitch and other places on the internet are doing the same thing. Have you noticed it's rarely...
It's two words, dude. Like, you can just chill out on 2 words. It's not like that big of a deal, dude.
But have you noticed it is mostly the non-gay white person, non-black person, non-gay person that is sitting there, you know, for the fucking valor and the, you know, clout, fighting for these words not to be used.
I don't think that's a good narrative.
And why does that matter? First of all, I don't even think that that's accurate. But second, why does that matter? Why does it matter who is pushing for it? Like, what is the, like, I don't understand what the problem is. Like, what is the problem? You don't like that they're getting clout off of that? First of all, I don't think they're getting clout. Second, why does it matter? Why don't you, you're not allowed to get clout off of being progressive. Says who? You? The guy who became famous off of an incel rant? Women are getting into our gaming spaces. That's okay. You can get clout doing that. But getting clout by being progressive, that's not allowed. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, genuinely, what are you cooking?
I think genuinely, there are people that pretend to care, but there are people that do care about others. Unfortunately, maybe
I care about others.
Some people care about how people feel, and they want people to go around on the internet and be catching stray bullets on every
Let me
fucking.
tell you what.
They want people to catch strays and feel they're alone and attack everywhere because of just who they are. Just reduce that to a little, but just removing one word. How hard is it? Just one word. Why is it so hard?
It's not about being hard. I just think you're attributing it to something that it's not. If Cheezer calls Adin an F word, I don't think gay people listening are saying, "Oh my God, I am so fucking hurt and alienated and fucked up by this."
He portrays something.
No, I think Hassan, I think other people are offended for it because they can be.
Yeah, they are. Huh? What? Like, what are you talking about? Wait, did Hassan just get name dropped?
No, I think Hassan, I think other people.
Dude, like, you gotta start charging Hassan rent. If you're gonna let him stay up there, you gotta start charging some fucking rent, dude.
People are offended for it because they can be, but I don't think the gay person, and look, I said, I don't have the stats.
You're not the one to make the choice. You're like a straight.
Neither are you. Neither are you.
It's why I take their word for it.
Whose word? Who? Who?
The people that are hurt by it? Like what?
Who? Who's hurt by it? Where?
Oh my God,
that's my point.
You're off your rockers.
I don't think I'm off my rocker. I'm not going to use the word, right? Because I somewhat agree with you, but I do not believe inherently.
Then say the N-word harder. Then say the N-word.
No, because I just told you I somewhat agree with you.
But you're not black. But you're not black. So how can you tell that?
What do you mean?
But you're not black. So technically you can't say
I prefer not to use it. I prefer not.
So you can't know then if it's right or wrong. So then just say it then.
What do you mean? I can know what's right or wrong.
Who is it up to?
I'm saying
who is it up to then? If it's N-word is bad to say, who's it up to? Say it.
I think it's person to person. That's what I think. I think there are nasty words, and I think the context matters. That's what I think. I think context.
yeah, both sidesing the N-word is crazy. Is crazy.
Context matters, and it's person to person. I think on Twitch alone, there are more white people that are upset at words that affect black people than anything. And you can argue.
But why does that matter? Like, you haven't explained why that matters.
Oh, well, it's the people in power fighting for the minorities. Sure, in certain situations and context, I agree that's necessary. But when it comes to someone using the soft word N-word on Adin's stream, and we need to cancel him for being a racist, I think that's overboard. I think that's clout farming. Yeah, F-word or N-word soft A. Yes, the hard R is.
I did not say soft A. I said R. I said hard R both times. I used this terminology.
I brought up F-word and N-word soft A. I brought up these two things. I brought up F-word and N-word soft A. You brought up hard R suddenly in our argument.
Because it's a slur.
Soft A is also a slur.
It's the equivalency in both realms. It's an equivalency.
Right. But like I said, I truly don't believe.
Then you're just being disingenuous then.
I don't think I'm being I don't think Adin's being homophobic when he uses the F word.
How are you gonna put up soft A against F word? You have to use the hard R. It has to be both slurs. You cannot use a fucking downgraded one and then the most extensive one for gays. You can't do that. You have to use both R.
I don't think so.
Wait. What?
I don't think either words can be compared.
Okay.
I think in respect to each situation.
It is really ironic
like, for
that
example,
xQc of all people is the one who's seen for advocating for anti-bigotry. Now I definitely know Trainwreck, Adin, and AK Watcha they are being paid by someone to stir the pot to clip chimp people later.
This is crazy. Schedule 2 slur. Sorry, this is Schedule 1 slur. We can't use this one.
Right. The F word, in my opinion, right? The history of the N word is pretty clear, right? It comes from a very, very bad place, right? Culturally speaking, even back in the day back in the day when the N-word soft A was more normalized, right? It wasn't for you, but in America, people used it like brother, right? We said it like, what's up, dude? What's up, brother? But we said soft A N-word instead, right? It was normalized, right? But even in that time, the hard R was never okay. It was never okay, even in that time, right? The F word in that time, that's why I bring up F word and soft A, right? Hard R was never normalized in
the hard R was okay for a long time.
No, it was soft. No one ever said, what's up, hard R. People said, what's up, soft A.
Oh my goodness, brother. As an American,
hard R was normalized in slavery days.
Even after, it was still normalized for a long time.
Right. No, I'm talking about the casual talk. I'm not talking about the actual.
It was still casual, even after it was illegal. It was still used.
You're talking about casual racist usage. I'm talking about casual non-racist usage. This is the problem that no one ever brings up, right? And like I said, I guess you could say, who am I to say that? I'm a fucking brown guy saying that, right? But most people know what I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
The F word is the same thing.
It has the same treatment.
No, bro. I'm just casually, in a non-racist way, saying a racist slur. No, bro. No. That's crazy to say that. Just, can you hear yourself? I forgot. He's like, is he Iranian? I totally forgot. He's just, I always forget that he is because he acts like such a fucking American. He's got such America rot, such America brain rot. I always forget that he's not white. I think at the very least he's some flavor of was it, I forget if it's Iranian or he's like considers himself Persian or what, but yeah. Oh, xQc is from Quebec. Yeah, we're talking about Trainwreck. Oh my god. He's lesbianese. Exactly, yeah. Iran. He's Neanderthal. He's a Neanderthal build. Iranian and Persian are the same thing. Yeah, that's why I said I think he calls himself Persian. That's why I said that. That's why I specifically put the words in the beginning, said he calls himself. Well, I think if I watch any more, I'm not going to be able to like remember how to breathe. I think I'm gonna forget like my basic motor functions. I don't think I can put any more of that in my brain.